Hey guys. Okay, I'm gonna decide what to play today. I just want to get some deck set up probably. Might play some Handlock, Control Warrior, Mid-Range Paladin. I just want one more 2-drop in this deck probably. That's good at trading against early drops. Something that'd be good against Seeker Paladin. But also not too bad against Control, so I don't really want a Hunted Creeper in my deck without buffs for it. I was actually trying... Recombobulator? I don't think so. I tried this or Flame Juggler. Maybe Flame Juggler is better. Okay, I'm just setting up my decks. I haven't been playing Power Rogue too much. I think I had a pretty good streak to Legend the first time I played it. As far as after that, I haven't had too much success with Power Rogue. But those are basically the decks I went over right now. Are my personal favorite decks to play in ladder right now. I like Control Warrior, Handlock, and both kinds of Paladins. These are the deck lists I've kind of been playing on Europe. Let me just reset this size here. Chat is a pretty good part of Hearthstone.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
I kind of added in one more minion and one less shield block. So the minion I added was Shredder. It's not super important to have Senjin, for example, in this list. Shredder's mostly to win the mirrors or something. Since I already have double Belcher and so much armor gain, you don't really need another taunt. It could just be, yeah, almost anything probably. But you don't want to, you really want to control your cycle in the mirror, so, or your card draw in general. the ladder anxiety. It definitely happens to everybody, or at least it happens to me somewhat, but... Justicar is kind of important because it allows you to turn, like that one card allows you to play both a control warrior and a fatigue warrior hybrid, kind of. Without Justicar, you're pretty much purely a control warrior. You don't get to play the fatigue warrior style, and that 1 in say 10 games where people say that you need say 3 armor ups or whatever to make up the difference between shield main and Justicar, but in some of these matchups it's not about 3 armor ups, you get 20 armor ups, so you're definitely gonna make it up at some point. And also in Justicar, you can actually make it up almost in 1 turn. If you have 10 mana, when you start getting to a late game, you don't get to spend all your mana every turn, so you get to armor up twice in 1 turn. I don't know, but for replacement of Justicar, you just added the standard replacement would be a second shield main. It's definitely worse though, in the long run, or in the grand scheme of things. If I armor up double shield slammed and maybe use my weapon charge for a 1/1, I don't really have an answer to like Arcane Golem either. Belcher is not amazing here, but probably just armor up double shield slam next turn. He kind of did some overkill, I think. He could have abused the spider, I think, and kept a leper gnome alive. I'm not sure. It seemed like it was a slight misplay. Since I still have 1 last shield slam for removal, I think I like this play over my other move, because I can still kill Arcane Golem or Wolf Rider or something. If this was my last removal in my hand, I'd probably prefer to play Sylvanas. But since I picked up that 1 extra removal, it does give me a way to still deal with the minion he drops this turn. And this allows me to take less damage. Plus, pre-playing this BGH maybe allows me to kill his next minion. Actually, probably not. If he has another minion, he'll trade the bow into it, but at least it absorbs 2 damage. Wonder how safe to play, because if I know it's explosive, I'd rather play Sylvanas, armor up, and then play Armor Smith next turn, armor up, and then trade in. But if it's Freezing Trap, it's gonna be awkward. Almost with the way he played, it could make sense on both. I think I'm kind of far enough here where I shouldn't take the risk.
I have no time for games.
I could see him killing a big game hunter even if it's Freezing Trap. Getting kind of close actually with this hand. I need the armor gain.
Strike.
Strike.
Let none survive.
Well, that was a pretty good turn. Got a decent amount of armor. I did give him another bow charge and the explosive trap damage, but I guess I still get to proc the trap, so I can start killing him as well. It kind of evened out the damage and the armor gain, probably. He needs a little bit more to kill me. He didn't play Unleash here. Probably doesn't have Unleash.
Strike.
Although I don't really think I need to play Acolyte. Let me count if it's a breakpoint. So I die anyways, Unleash. He has 5 here, and he needs 3 to kill me.
Let the pain speak to me.
To my side. Get in there and fight.
Okay, I win. Taking out the one shield block hurts in this matchup.
Let none survive.
I used to play League of Legends. I'm not very good anymore. My platform now. It's slowly decaying. I mean, if you want the comment about my Pirate Rogue deck, Captain Greenskin, South Sea Captain using Prep and Sprint, it wouldn't be really my Pirate deck anymore if you replace the South Sea Captains.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Like there would be a, it'd be a more, it'd be a different type of pirate. The whole point of that pirate deck I made was really minion focus. So you do have all the pirate synergy and South Sea Captain and Ship's Cannon. You know, if you I'm not saying other pirate decks wouldn't work, but they'd be closer to the Oil Rogue shell with Prep Sprint and stuff. I stole this deck from Sho when he beat me because I had a shield block instead of a shredder, and then, you know, you can't play shield block in the mirror often, sometimes. And also I got some RNG down, so I got a little bit tilted after that, and then added in a shredder, so I try to be better against the mirror. I actually played a Warrior Mirror earlier today, and Shredder really helped over a shield block. One more dude.
Honor, major kit.
Let me see my hand. So this is a turn where I need to decide whether I even ever want to play Acolyte, like how much I want to cycle. There's some kind of line between too much and too little. If you don't, but I have a really good hand, kind of. Like, it seems like I don't even need a cycle. I could just play. Not sure about coining out Shredder. It does add quite a bit of damage. I don't have reactive spells.
I must choose.
I'm gonna play this Acolyte. Probably be my only, almost my only cycle of the whole game. Since I have a hand where I have a lot of minions, but I don't have reactive spells. This actually might put me all in, since the way he's playing, he's getting me multiple cards, but it's definitely not a bad hand to go all in with. At the very least, if I pressure enough, I'll force him to cycle through his deck as well. I'm at the axe plus bash, because if I axe him, trade this and I can't kill the slime. I don't think I'll win the fatigue anyways, the more I think about it after the 3-card Acolyte. It's too hard to make up that deficit.
Armor made to fit.
I'm kind of planning on saving my coin for Sarah after Boom, since the Deathbite's so good against Boom anyways.
What now?
Strike.
Speak to me.
I cannot do that.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
I dream. Strike.
It's a pretty good one, I think. I like the Awakens a lot here. Early Justicar is really good in the mirror, though. I have 3 minions after this turn that are all pretty strong.
Let the pain speak to me.
Armor made to fit.
He might be trying to catch up in cards, because I'm pretty far ahead. I don't know if he'll catch up enough where it turns me not all in the... Because he can choose not to play his second Acolyte or the other cycles, like Slam and stuff, so... If I hit that twice, his Acolyte, I get him to 14, I'll be at 12, 11, so he'll draw 2 cards, bet 15, draw 1 next turn, 14. So I'll be 2.5 cards behind in fatigue still. It seems better for me just to kill the Acolyte. I wish I killed both his minions. Actually, I can.
I must choose.
Strike.
Especially since leaving a 1-3 or 1-2 is really vulnerable against boom bots. I have a semi-read he doesn't have Brawl because he didn't Brawl my Ysera last turn. That was quite a big board. Sometimes people save Dr. Boom for the Brawl, but that was as much power as Dr. Boom. Actually, if you're playing for Fatigue, there's a trick I learned in this matchup. Obviously not doing it this turn because this game is I'm not playing for Fatigue. But one thing you can do is you want to drop Dr. Boom not on an empty board, but against... When they have like a shield main, it's a perfect time for you to drop Dr. Boom generally because Dr. Boom is the only Brawl target and the Fatigue. If you're playing for Fatigue, generally Dr. Boom is the only thing that they can use Brawl on unless they're willing to. Sometimes he'll save a Brawl for like Armor Smith or Acolyte Brawl. You know, they can Brawl one minion, YOLO it, but if you play Dr. Boom into their board, then yeah, it's really good because of that. So he's leaving up Boom maybe, I'm not sure. Just killing the other guys. He might not have a way to proc execute, doesn't have a shield slam. How much was that? 1? I guess that might be okay. We'd really like to play another minion here. Because if I Deathbite, I guess I do get to play another minion. It's either that or Shield Slam. And then I can play Alex Straza.
I wonder.
Using kind of my stuff inefficiently for tempo. I don't feel like he has Big Game Hunter.
Armor
Might have
made to
Execute.
fit.
Aw. Here I go. The good thing is that guy Awakens, one of the best Ysera cards, 5 extra burst damage. Also gives me a way to activate Grom. Or not can activate Grom anyways with Deathbite. Alex, because Justicar is really weak to Bash, that's why.
Take the hit.
I knew that he didn't have Big Game Hunter, because he didn't Big Game Hunter my Dr. Boom, and I think he was running low on removal. Like, Bash and Axe both would have killed Justicar. I think he's dead, right? 10, 14... Wait, this is what, 10? 14... Yeah, he's dead. Wait, did I miscalculate this, actually? Oh, I did miscalculate this.
I wonder.
Seven, 10, 15. I think I'm off by 1. Okay, I think I punched this.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
The most damage I can do is Bash plus Awakens in 1 turn. But I didn't want to pre-bash so I could get in Awakens because of Alex. Although, yeah, Alex wasn't a big deal, huh? He couldn't do much with Alex, so... Eight, he has 20. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so 5, 8, 12, that's it. You should have learned a lot from that. It's yeah, you almost can never get away not cycling at all in a Warrior Mirror because you'll just get run over. You shouldn't just take it for granted that every game will go to fatigue. But it's definitely something to always be on your mind. The fatigue.
I must protect the wild.
He basically put me all in by when I played Acolyte by like playing in a way where he doesn't kill it in one shot. Like he's trying to draw me as many cards as possible on this. But once that happened, I like my decision to just shield block as well and even play the second Acolyte, things like that. Because once they go for it, they do put you all in, but you have to try to kill them. And it feels like you have a fairly good shot at killing them. Only one brawl, and you can just get through after that. Okay, at least he misses 2 brawl. Average Druid's really common right now. It might be a hard matchup. Like this followed by Darnassus or Leopard or Knife Jugger are really scary.
Hey, speak to me.
I think this is why double Acolyte is better than double Shield Block, because in these matchups against Paladin and Aggro Druid, Hunter, I'm not sure about Hunter, but it is important to have these Acolytes. Oh, that's unfortunate. It forces me to... Well, not really. I could technically play the second Acolyte. I take 4 more damage for that, though. And maybe even not, depending on how you want to think about it.
Let the pain speak to me.
I don't need to use 4 mana next turn, I can execute it still. Maybe if I had a Death Spite, it would be better to just execute it, armor up. This should save me more in the long run. I do draw so many cards.
I must safeguard the land.
Wow, he actually gets punished for not killing it.
Bring the pain. Job's done.
I think, by the way, he's playing this is not mid-range druid, but aggro. Because he didn't even trade.
Attention, class.
Oh, okay, interesting. Some kind of... Seems kind of aggro, though, whatever it is. I know one of the problems about teacher decks is even if it's not as fast, like a slower Violet teacher deck, or sorry, there's no Violet teacher decks that are as slow as mid-range druid. They're all kind of all in, because you're cutting some big stuff for Power of the Wilds, Living Roots, Violet teacher. So even if he's not super all in, like if he's still running Ancient Lures. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, this has to be better. If I play this like in Slam and play Belch for next turn, but I have Boom. It's probably what I want to play next turn anyways. It's just too weak against the 3-2, so... Not sure if I should play Boom here. The Bash definitely is kind of convincing otherwise. Giving him too many combo turns is scary. Yeah, let's go and Slam. Especially since it protects my Belcher. From the attack on the Emperor. Although, yeah, I could have played Boom and still trade, so I guess that's not a big deal, but... Almost feels like a good Brawl turn. I don't think I'll get a better Brawl turn.
Excuse me.
Unless I play second Violet teacher and with Power Walled. I don't have anything to do with the mana either. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the Brawl.
Excuse me.
He doesn't have that many cards. He can lure up and then have a lot of cards.
I've got the beast in my sights.
I hope he's not playing Rag. Generally, Boom is the only target.
I wonder. I can wait for
Wow.
the beast.
Elune, guide my lands.
Nice and clean Boom bot. Okay, so if I punch this, I go to 10 armor. Actually, I can still survive combo. I have so much armor gain in the future. I feel like I could probably, yeah, I'm probably in pretty good shape since if his last two cards are combo, it's going to be close, but I feel like at this point he might never be able to recover. If I punch this, I'll go to 13, armor up for 6. Yeah, that's fine. That's really good.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
I'll just get further and further out of range, especially with this Fire War Axe plus Shield Main and armor up in the same turn. Hopefully I can deal with this board and start developing a little bit of my own board. These are the cards that he's top deck. I think this might be combo, but it's okay. I can trade here and just keep getting out of range.
Disqualified.
Now I'm pretty far out of range. 23 now. Oh, one other thing is when they use Violet Teacher, there's less chance that they run Big Game Hunter, actually. That's one of the cards that is possible cut. Which is kind of good for me. Noli HS, thanks for resubbing. Welcome back to StrifeCro.
The beast.
Crowfist. Yeah, I'll be up 20 after the attack. I can just armor up, trade my minion in, just play Dr. Boom or something. Always consider using that. Maybe it's a 2-mana Savage Roar. That makes sense.
Pay attention, class.
I think this is still Force Nature and he's saving it. Which one's better? I have so much board control anyways. I just figure the Boombot is whatever. I think I have a better chance of losing through him burning me out than taking over the board eventually.
I dream and the world trembles.
Is Con tempted to play Alex to heal myself? Just in case of a top deck Big Game Hunter? It'd be kind of weird. Especially if he's somehow, I don't know, Big Game Hunter. It feels bad because I don't get the armor up this turn. But I know he doesn't even have combo unless he top decks second half, and he's still pretty far from killing me, so... Oh, almost golden. Yeah, too many people were saying, like, at one point that Justicar takes too long to catch up from Shield Maiden, but what's important is it changes whose time side's on, so whose side time's on,
Victory on
which is a huge dynamic of the game. It's not actually hard to catch up in armor anyways.
Another night on the prowl.
I would say against the new Druid, I would always keep our Acolyte and Armor Smith in your opening hand. They run a lot of 1 health minions now, like Leper Gnomes and Living Roots. It's really important to just keep a small curve. Most Druids are aggro now. Because this deck, after the Patron nerf, people are already kind of adjusting the meta. Where Secret Paladin's probably like the #1 deck that people build around. Public enemy #1, let's say. And this deck is pretty good against...
I wonder.
This deck is good against Secret Paladin, the aggro Druid, so... Most Secret Paladins aren't able to fit in Peacekeeper and Big Game Hunter, so they can't deal with the super fast loading plus Fel Reaver. I want to save Execute for the 8/8, and I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of armor after the Deathbite attack anyways, like against Shredder. Don't get to pick up anything to play here. Huh, Big Game Hunter?
I wonder.
Oh, so... It's not that good against the 1/1s. Especially since once I attack with my weapon, I clear out the 1/1s. And then I can play Big Game Hunter after. But he might even be running a lot of targets, right? Especially if he's missing drops right now. There's 2 Fel Reavers and a Dr. Boom, so there's 3 targets for Big Game Hunter. I have 1 Execute. If he does drop Fel Reaver, I don't even know whether to Execute or Big Game Hunter, because it's around the same weakness. Because if I Big Game Hunter into Dr. Boom, I'm weak to the Boom bots anyways. And if I Big Game Hunter into the Fel Reaver, I'm kind of weak to the 1/1s. Not sure how I feel about just attacking into his face before Big Game Huntering.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
That's not good for him. If that's this move, I can just attack into the Dr. Boom and go face. Might be the best setup ever.
What to do?
Time waits for no one.
Disqualified.
I see.
Those boom bots are killing me. Took like 5 extra damage for that boom bot, kind of, because I wasn't able to trade in the Baron Geddon or something. Just died of the hero power.
I must safeguard the land.
I feel icky.
I'm definitely gonna use a removal on this. It's gonna be armor up shield slam. I do want to set up my Death by Charge
Guide my lands.
for the Whirlwind next turn, potentially.
I've got the beast in my sights.
I can just play him for tempo now. Usually, I don't see this deck running double innervate. I'm not sure if double innervate's that great in this deck. Since you want a top deck, you're in top deck mode a lot. If you have double innervate, some of the games go really poorly for you. I guess he was running double innervate and Mark of the World, so his version was super inconsistent.
versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I will crush you!
I usually don't keep Armor Smith against where it's too low impact of a card. Especially as early game. Warriors don't have anything to do in the early game other than to kill each other's minions, so... In a way, Armor Smith is better late game than early game. I like keeping Acolyte just so I can cycle early.
Speak to me.
And Acolyte is not better late game than early game, I think. Armor Smith is more late game synergy than Acolyte. In these matches, you just want to cycle early. Late game, Acolyte's a little bit more iffy. Like combining with Deathbite and Warrior Mirror, since they're going to fatigue out if you draw that many cards.
Armor made to fit.
Okay, so if I play Sludge Belcher, a little bit weak to the Deathbite if I...
What now?
Deathbite this, trades in... At least I can trade in the Slime. I think I'd still rather play Belcher. If I play Acolyte and then play Belcher, it's even worse for me because the second charge of Deathbite's even better than the first charge against Belcher. At least this way I get the kills Acolyte.
Excuse me.
Let the pain speak to me.
This attack kind of puts me a little bit weak to the Fire War Axe, actually. I wasn't initially planning on attacking. I decided at the end. Probably a mistake to attack.
Bring the pain.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Bring the pain.
I played a game earlier where someone Harrison on Deathbite and lost because of it, so I think I'm not willing to play around Harrison anymore in the Fatigue Mirror.
I've got the beast in my sight.
not gonna play the second Acolyte ever this game. I don't think I'm far enough behind cards, so I shouldn't play a fatigue style. So I'm just gonna not ever play the Acolyte or the shield block. And this slam will be going towards a non-cycle.
I wonder. Rataroga!
Taking that 5 damage is huge. I'm not sure if that was right, but...
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
I still need a way to deal with...
I can take the hit.
this Sarah right now. And I didn't want to slam execute because it draws me an extra card. This will be such a good turn for Armor Smith, but I don't have one yet.
Race for impact.
He still has to deal with these minions. These kind of like small boards that aren't quite good enough to use bigger build on are actually some of the most annoying for Warrior to deal with. Because a big thing like Ysera, it's obviously just shield slam it. But like, you know, when it's just on the cusp of that, it's the best. His boom bots did good enough where he didn't give me a good one. I could bash Baron Geddon, it's pretty good. But I think if I want to play the Fatigue, we can play the Dr. Boom trick here. Because Dr. Boom is best on empty, or not an empty board. This is the only target for Brawl, so I'm basically not giving him a Brawl target right now. By doing this.
Dream and the world tremble.
It's actually a perfect time for my own Ysera. I'm never really going to run out of removal. People always hold one for your Ysera. Actually, that's good. I'll do that.
I have no time for games.
I was just going to say, it's a perfect time for my own Ysera, but then I realized it's way better. Anyways, because normally when you use Ysera, you can't armor up, and it's really important to armor up every turn. So it's nice to Ysera and Shield Slam, and so you can't armor up anyways on that turn. Rope Salesman 420, thanks for 87. Welcome to the Strife Crew. Trophist. His deck didn't seem a very normal controller anyway, so I wasn't sure if he was ever going to win the Fatigue. He was using cards like Owl, Whirlwind, so to begin with, I don't think he could potentially contest me in the Fatigue. Like, the double bash, double slam warrior, you can kill every minion that in the Warrior Mirror, and you can kill like a lot of Druid minions. His is more anti-paladin maybe or something. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if he could have killed all my minions in the long run since Whirlwind and Owl.
Garrosh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Victory or death!
Alright, keeping Dustbite and praying that I get a below 3 mana card that's not shield block. Or Big Game Hunter, I guess, or Execute, but because most of these aggro druids they can run you over pretty fast if you just play your Dustbite as your first drop. I actually haven't seen mid-range druid in a long time. Like every single druid is aggro now.
I wonder. My greetings. Greetings.
That's good for me. No walk. Okay, that's good. I was scared that I was gonna be Coin Innervate Emperor. That would be probably the scariest thing. Target minions.
What to do?
Looks like I'll be taking initiative against Druid soon. Once you get initiative, the game is much easier. Because War has really good removal for very cheap, so when Druid's stuck to the point where they're just dropping minions into your minions, it's like save a Belcher and he just drops a Bear. I guess Bear is actually kind of hard to deal with, but like eventually I'll get to the point where I can just kill his minions for like 1 mana, Shield Slam and things like that, and just keep pushing damage.
What to do?
Where shall I strike?
I actually can't deal with a Bear that easily.
I wonder.
This is why Slam and Bash are so good, because sometimes against Druid, you can't deal with the last like 2 damage of these minions. Like if I had Slam, it'd be such a good card right now. I always kind of wondered why Slam wasn't used before, but I think I do know the answer why. Like Hunter's not that popular right now, and Slam really replaced Cruel Taskmaster. So before, when Hunter and Zoo were the aggro decks before, and Cruel Taskmaster was too good against Hunter. Almost tempted to drop Baron Geddon. I think I would have if I didn't have the shield block. I could use this turn to cycle the shield block, maybe even play something. Because if I play this and gets BGH, I guess I can play Growlmaster, but... Might be able to just push in for lethal. Hopefully it doesn't have BGH. If he BGHs, I think I'm gonna get him to kill his BGH. And then hopefully Geddon can get in that hit. I've Bash for some final removal as well. Bash Shield Slam should be able to armor me up enough to Shield Slam almost anything. Bash Armor Shield Slam is 5 damage just from Shield Slam from no armor.
Time waits for no one.
Where shall I strike?
What now?
Okay, so here, Justicar Armor Up Shield Slam kills the 4/6, or I could Bash Armor Shield Slam. The difference is, would I rather have a Bash in my hand or a Justicar? Justicar allows me to armor up twice in one turn, but it doesn't seem likely with the way it's going on now that I can afford to do that. So I think I'd rather have a Bash in my hand anyways. I'm gonna go for the Justicar move.
To the grand tournament.
It's a little bit better use of mana, or I'd rather have that one spell in my hand still. They're almost the same thing as far as what it does, since, you know, this kind of just trades here. So you can almost think of it as the same removal, just depends how I want to sculpt my hand. It's actually maybe okay for me, maybe even good for me. Especially if the boombots hit low, like they did. double one
I
double
must
one on
safeguard
face
the
and the Dr. Boom surviving. It's a good outcome if he's not running any other 7 attack minions, probably, because at that point if I brawled down Dr. Boom, it wouldn't really be a target anyway, so I don't have Cruel Taskmaster in my deck. I see some way to gain board control without opening myself up to combo. Normally against mid-range Druid, your best
Time waits for no one.
card is Ysera. If I can get that down without being in combo range.
I must safeguard the land.
I think I'm in combo range. Let's see. Combo is 14, 18, 22. I'm at 21, so I will die combo if I play Alex. If I play Baron Geddon plus Shield Slam, armor. At this point I have to develop something. It's not ideal, especially since he hasn't played Shades yet. It's really good to save Geddon late game for Shades, but it's better than not playing anything. He could just swipe here. Actually, he still needs the 1 damage. You can't really punch it when he's that low. But either way I can bash the 2-2 after. Since he has so many cards in his hand, I could even get double combo this game, even if he uses 1 Force Nature, because he could do something like Force Nature, Savage Roar, Innervate Savage Roar still, even after using a Force Nature.
Time waits for no one.
Wow, is he really thinking of hero powering it? Getting that 1 extra damage. Let's see. I guess execute won't be that good anymore. Actually, I made a mistake this turn. I should have just executed and played the Alex Straza. Was a turn where I could play around combo. If I just Alex him, I needed the pressure because eventually I'll have double combo when he draws. How much cards is that? 4 card combo?
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
I messed this game up on the tempo move with the Alex. That was really big for me.
What
combo is 24. Let's say 25 because of the Emperor. I have 27s. I guess it's okay.
What to do?
There's no way he's gonna double combo me this. Wait, no. I can still get double comboed. Because there's no more innervate, but this counters enough, so. Okay, it gets me killed. Yeah, this game will kind of run out weird for me. Even though they had a bad opening, I never got my slams, which are really important against Druid. And also I never got Ysera. I missed that one turn out pretty badly as well. I ended up like really minion light, having a lot of like weird removal that wasn't the right removal.
Victory or death!
Since I only have one Brawl in my deck, I'm keeping Brawl against Paladin. I think it might not even be a mistake to keep Brawl with 2 Brawls in your deck, just because of how important it is. I'm gonna definitely kill this before it gets too out of control. Once he starts playing secrets, it grows, and also it can be weird because once they get like 2 minions at the same time, Avenge and all these like Redemption, all these things could cause problems.
Reporting for duty.
Put this apple on your head.
I couldn't check first with the weapon. If it was Redemption, I could have armored up and shield slammed, but I wouldn't be able to shield slam the Avenged guy. So I had to, like, you know, if it wasn't Avenge or Redemption, I could play Acolyte, but it's so unlikely that that's true.
I'll never tell.
Reporting for duty.
I'm pretty sure there's a noble sack.
Get down! Get down! Let the pain speak to me.
As long as I still have something left over after Mysterious Challenger, it's good. If he doesn't have Mysterious Challenger on empty board, because I can attack, hit the secrets, and then brawl. If I brawl this turn, then he plays Mysterious Challenger, it's gonna go pretty badly for me. So what is the secret? He just played it. I guess I don't really have any info. Other than the ones that's less likely a little bit. It's usually a win in this matchup if you can get in and get a full clear.
I can take the hit.
Okay, this is gonna have to be a brawl. Hopefully something comes out where I can kill a slam. It's important. Blessing Kings would be pretty bad for me.
Reporting for duty.
This game's gonna come down to the wire, I think. Usually a very close games against Secret Paladin, because his deck is slightly unfavored. Around 30%, 1/3 chance. If you just look at purely like deck versus deck, I think.
I wonder.
Oof. I still don't die to Blessing Kings. I don't even die to Blessing Kings Consecrate.
I wonder.
Hopefully he's out of steam, but you know, Paladin, you never know whether they're out of steam because they have like, even one card is so good, Challenger, and it just depends, you know, what. Even if they have 3 cards, if those 3 cards are the right cards, it's still a really hard game. Yeah, he wants to protect his Shredder here from the Boombot. That is annoying. Alright, let's start by attacking, right? There's no downside, I think.
Speak to me.
Wow.
Reporting for duty.
So if I Alex myself,
What now?
8, 9, 10, I die to 5 damage. If I burn again, I die to anything that comes out with less than 2 damage. More than 2 damage.
I bring life.
Looks like it's a pretty big mistake for me to even have played like I did. I didn't shield block last turn. I thought that it'd pay more dividends to have the Acolyte down first than shield block next turn. Especially since with that amount of board presence, I didn't really need to get Sarah next turn, so I could afford a shield block and do some other stuff, but...
Reporting for duty. I must move quickly.
So now I can shield block. Got the 10 life. And he'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's unlikely I die now.
I wonder.
It's worth a try.
I will know.
Actually, I didn't count the 2 damage from Baron. It's not that unlikely. Not that unlikely I die. I'm at 8 instead of 10.
Let me think.
Problem with killing the Shredder first, or sorry, the Creeper first, wasting 8 damage is that I'd take 2 pings anyways from Juggler. But I guess it might have been better. I thought I was at 10 for some reason. I could have probably afforded to take 2 pings since I can play these first, and it might not ping face either.
Reporting for duty.
Looks like this does pay off though. He's probably dead here. In fact, there's no way he doesn't die here. Gonna play around eye for an eye. And double sack, but he's already used double sacks.
Garrosh versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Victory or death!
I don't keep Slam if I have an axe. Slam is mostly the killed knife juggler anyways early on, so... I have almost a perfect hand right now. Cornea Armorsmith is good if you have a 2-drop follow-up like an axe or a slam, so...
Put this apple on your head.
If it's Noble Sacrifice, the axe doesn't do much. If I do want to axe, I need to think about whether to play. I'm just gonna slam.
Strike.
It's either play around Noble Sack or Redemption, because I could play around Noble Sack with Axe by going face first with the Armor Smith and then axing it, but if it's no, like I can't. What if it's Redemption? I do that.
Reporting for duty. Let the pain speak to me.
1469. Thanks for resubbing. Welcome back to the StrifeCro. Unlikely to get mustard here. He has a true sword. Just gonna save him a charge. Although I do want to swing this turn.
I'm made to kill.
You always want to get ready for the Mysterious Challenger turn, I think, by clearing their board.
None of your business.
Wow, he gets hardcore punished here by not killing my Armor Smith.
Strike.
Get down!
Which I'm not sure. It might have been the same. Not even sure if there's a real difference. Yeah, there's not really any difference, actually.
I've got the beast in my sight.
I need to equip the axe here because if I want to play Baron Geddon, when was this? Okay, so that's competitive spirit, huh?
What now?
Okay, Baron Geddon's the best move here. If I punch him in the face,
What
he's at 20,
now?
then he's at 18, punch him again at 15. That's so slow. I think I have enough damage anyways. Japan 3429, thanks for subbing. Welcome to the StrifeCro. Basically, if I got my Doc Baron getting killed by boombots, I probably just lose the game there, so I wanted to kill a boombot just in case. I need to get him to trade in, because these minions don't do it. And also I want to kill as many boombots as possible before competitive spirit.
I wonder. Follow the rules. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Ooh, that's good. thinking equip Deathbite this turn so I can get ready for the Whirlwind next turn, but this is way better. The Mysterious Challenger was the bigger threat.
Put your faith in the light.
Uh-oh. Doctor 6 and a Doctor 7 and a Doctor 8. I do expect him to trade for my Shield Maiden for sure here. That's really weird.
Shields off. Red alert.
So, can I work with this? I attack Tyrion. I go. Let me just count damage. 6, 10, 12, plus. Aww.
I wonder.
I can only armor up to 16, so I can't even just Grom attack, go face, because I died to the Ashbringer after.
I must choose.
Well played.
I actually wonder if I could have got away with maybe just armoring up and playing Sylvanas or something. Because killing Tyrion doesn't really save me any damage because of the Ashbringer. I'm not sure.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
It doesn't feel good to keep Bash against Mage, but I might just have to without the weapons. I mean, I do have good removal against Mage, it's just weapons are way better still.
Hello.
At least I have something though.
Pain, speak to me.
Is he freeze mage? That'll be pretty easy, hopefully. Could be freeze mage. It kind of seems like it actually. Yeah, it is freeze mage. Okay, so it could be duplicate here, which would be bad for me, but I'd still have to check. What's the best way to do this? Bash slam, then I still have execute to deal with Archmage. I'm only taking 3 damage for this attack since I get extra armor up. Bash armor's up anyways, but I could armor up. Like, I can bash at any point. Maybe it's too greedy, but I didn't want to use that. I was thinking using execute. If he has a crazy Archmage turn where he Archmage Frostwise Lance or something, then I don't have mana. I don't have enough armor to shield slam him, so I want to save the execute for a guaranteed kill. Play Justicar as early as possible. There's no point in playing Justicar this turn. I can just wait till turn 7, 8, I guess. 8 and 10 are good turns for Justicar.
The end is coming!
This isn't Patron Warrior where the only way you can lose is executing Doomsayer sometimes. I probably will kill the Doomsayer because I have enough removal to kill. Should I execute actually? I hope that doesn't come back and haunt me. I figure I should be able to kill Archmage no matter what with the bash. Bash armor shield slam is already enough. That's 8 damage with 0 armor.
You require my assistance? Aha!
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Want to play Armorsmith before the Slam Strike maybe, but oh well. It's better to play Justicar earlier still.
I bring life. I
What to
bring
do?
life.
What now?
Is there a better way to do this? Yeah, I don't know, whatever.
Armor made to fit.
Taste my blood.
I guess there was a better way. It's to just trade Gromman for Alex Raza. With Alex, I could have gotten the one easier. I had Bash and Deathbite anyways. Or Bash and Geddon, if you count Face being frozen. Not a big deal either way, but... I did want to develop my Armor Smith over the Armor Up that turn, just because it's worth more armor. Especially since he might have to AoE my board after, which gives me even more armor.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I will crush you!
I like that spot a lot more in the Warrior Mirror than Fire War Axe, because Fire War Axe doesn't kill Armor Smith.
Greetings. Greetings.
Armor made to fit.
Let the pain speak to me.
I don't necessarily think that Warrior Mirror has gotten to the point where you don't play Acolyte here because you're scared of drawing cards. So I think it's actually still good to draw cards. Yeah, like I don't know if they can afford to tack in that Armor Smith into your guide. Doesn't really make that much sense to me. I had to test this more. It's not a measure I've played a ton yet. So I had to get a better feel of that. Like the correct number of cards to draw. So I guess this is interesting, but you either want to draw a lot more cards than someone or a little bit less, right? So if they draw 0 cards with their cycle, you want to draw like 5. If they do 2, you want to do 0, I guess. Because you can't do 7 if they do 2. This is kind of like a very abstract way of thinking about it. It's not really completely correct. Definitely depends what cards you have and how your curve looks for pressure as well. Or how much removal you have. I guess the more minions you have, the more cards you want to draw for pressure. The more removal you have, probably you just want to go for fatigue. Because you're not likely to get enough minions to pressure anyways. I have all 4 weapons. It's not good.
I wonder.
Although this is super good, so we'll see.
I must choose.
Okay, so he was thinking whether he wants like a flame, but decided not to. I've only gotten 1 card from Acolyte. I don't think I'm going to be playing this Acolyte. It's so unlikely that this game I overdraw or I pressure him. I have too much removal in my hand, not enough minions. When it was Funny Show, I had a whole handful of minions. I had like Dr. Boom and Ysera, Baron Geddon, Sylvanas, something like that. So this is going to go to fatigue as far as I know. Oh, I wish I had a bash. It's the perfect answer. Punching it is okay. Opens me up to Baron Geddon though.
What now?
Armor made to fit.
There's no way I can use my Shield Slam, and that's my only removal, hard removal in my hand right now. I need the Shield Slam for so many things right now.
I wonder.
Like, instead of saving Armor Smith roll, I might even save Acolyte roll. Especially against Ysera. Acolyte roll, I mean not Ysera, it's Sylvanas, if they ever have that. If I Shield Slam this... Yeah, I kind of like the Shield Slam here. Court Siege, thanks for resubbing. Welcome back to the Strife Crew. Crowfist. I don't actually want to use both Death Spites early because at the end you might need to save Death Spite for Grom, the second one. Dangerface, thanks for resubbing. Welcome to the Strife Crew. Crowfist.
Strike.
Man, this is a downside of having all these weapons and not enough other non-weapon stuff. Because I don't actually have a removal for your Sarah. I'm just hoping that it doesn't have it because I don't know. I mean... Can't kill it.
I can wait longer.
Hopefully I get something to kill that. Nope. kind of threatening lethal and kind of on the plan of maybe using my own Grom to kill his Grom, so we'll see. I like that. It's really good for me getting a 4-1 here.
I wonder.
Actually, this game was a mistake on my end. The more I think about it, if we have this amount of cards in our hand where it's that low, I should have been playing this Acolyte earlier.
I can take the hit.
Okay, so do I have lethal? I have, I'm off by 1, I think. Because this is 8 damage, this is 10, 18. He has 20. I guess I'm off by 2. I could still clear his board, though. And play a Sarah or Grom. I'm gonna go for Grom. So I get the Peel's armor, which is a big breakpoint for Shield Slam. With Ysera, I would still have enough armor. If you would have enough armor to Shield Slam my guy. And plus, this is my last way to activate Grom this game. Unless I'm willing to slam. If you ever get to the Fatigue War, slamming your own Grom probably doesn't do it, since when you're in Fatigue, you can't afford to slam your Grom. It's probably worth less than 6 damage. Okay, so that put him all in. But yeah, I think it doesn't even matter, huh? I have to go all in anyways. Like, I have to still cycle with Acolyte. I don't have enough cards to play it like a... I don't have enough situational stuff either. I got to execute. I don't think he has any more removal for my Ysera. I have a very good read right now, because Shield Slam could have killed it anyways. But I guess he could still have Shield Slam. I don't really have a huge read that he doesn't have Shield Slam, but...
Let's negotiate. You concede, and I'll let you live. A new
I got a $5 donation, Cream Puff. Appreciate what you do. You're my favorite streamer to watch. What do you think mid-range Paladin will look like post-Patron nerf? Or do you have some plans in the works for Paladin? I think... Okay, I don't...
Pain, speak to
I
me.
shall bring you rest.
I think mid-range Paladin is... I mean, it looks much the same. I don't really think that Patron is the deck that's making mid-range Paladin tuned any differently, honestly. Like, most mid-range Paladins just have the plan of losing the Patron, not necessarily anything special other than just losing the game against Patron War. Oh, that was a big mistake on my end. I was thinking I want to draw cards from Acolyte, so I might as well play it, but I didn't even think of a Brawl for some reason. I shouldn't have played Acolyte with my Ysera. It turned out not to really matter because he had the living roots anyways for Brawl, but yeah, I definitely shouldn't have played the Acolyte. I mean, I guess there's two types of mid-range Paladin. One is more control-oriented, another one is more... proactive focus. Generally the ones without Blessing Kings Like the ones with Blessing Kings and maybe Argus are more like beat down. The ones with Justicar and Double Quartermaster, things like that, are more control with double equality. So either one should be fine. And I don't necessarily think that Patron influences that all though. So. Because all mid-range paladins just lose to Patron. And I don't necessarily think they're really tuned to fight Patron anyways. I don't know any mid-range paladins that could be great against Patron, so. I have a Ysera Awakens combo with Sylvanas. I kind of am saving that. Not really super hard, but just a little bit. He's already used a Brawl. I don't really know if he has a second one, but we'll just play Dr. Boom anyways. So attacking Baron dead. Let's see how caught up I am on cards. Where he's half a card ahead of me only right now. I'm at 8, he's at like 7.5, depending. So he's like kind of like one turn ahead. Oh. That's good.
I wonder.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Made to
I got a 2 donation from Mod Era of the Fallen Angel. Whenever you play Hearthstone, you have all my votes. Just one question. When will you add more emotes? Just thought something to note. You look chilly. Grab a coat. Airfist Dreadsea tonight. So about the emotes, I guess I don't have great emotes. I could change them, but I can't get more unless I get more subs. I don't know what the next breakpoint is. I don't think I'm anywhere near the next breakpoint for more emotes. It's like you get 6 or 8 emotes pretty fast. How many do I have? I have 8 emotes. And if you want to get up to like 10 or 12 emotes, you need way more subs. I'm not even close, so. It's something I want to figure out. Maybe I can change some of the ones to be cooler. If anyone has any ideas for them. Pink apple. I could get some cool ones. Like I think you can maybe ask some graphics people. I don't know about poopy mode. That sounds awful.
What now?
So what are the threats we each have left? He has some 9-drops, Alex, Ysera. A trump card against Ysera would be Sylvanas, Ysera Awakens.
I bring life.
Might go ahead and bash plus execute here. Instead of trading my guy in. I don't see how bash is that helpful over having an armor smith that he has to deal with over multiple turns. I could have saved my bash and traded but I don't really think it. Like, I don't even have any weapons left, so it's hard to remove stuff with bash plus something. He doesn't really have any minions left much. Okay, so this will be my big turn. Hopefully I can get him low enough where he can't Sylvanas and Shield Slam his own Sylvanas. That could be a way I just lose the game here.
I have no time for games.
Job's done.
It comes down to whether he can Sylvanas me now. At this point, he's lost the fatigue in the Valor game. I have like 50 life, he has 9. So even if we weren't so close in cards, and he's behind me in cards anyways, it just comes down to his Sylvanas here. At least he can't Sylvanas armor up Shield Slam.
I wonder.
I actually didn't even have an answer for Sarah. Interesting.
I shall bring you rest.
What about Brawl number 2? Is that even a consideration? His hand should be something like one Ysera card, Acolyte of Pain, Armor Smith, no Sylvanas, and then like Shield Slam. I'm just gonna play this. I hope he doesn't have a second brawl, because I want to race him before Sylvanas. I think the biggest way I lose is Sylvanas, anyways. Even if I get brawled here, I don't think I'll lose the game. I'll lose the game if he steals my Ysera, because I don't have an answer to Ysera. In fact, I kind of even want him to brawl down my Ysera, and I want the 7-6 to win the brawl, because that way I can't lose anymore.
I wonder.
I'm sure some of his cards are cycle cards. Oh no, never mind.
I have no time for games.
Well,
I got him though on the damage. I guess I'll always have this brawl to try to brawl down his Ysera if he's still at that.
Versus Rexar.
let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
Exactly what I was looking for, the Armor Smith. I was thinking I have enough removal with a Deathbite and Slam that I shouldn't be keeping Bash, even though it's against Higher and gets an armor. At this point, since I already have enough removal, what I'm really looking for are the minions early, like Armor Smith and Acolyte. Even Shredder, kind of. Or Belcher isn't even bad to keep, probably with this hand.
Greetings, traveler. Greetings. Get in there and fight, maggot!
Major fit.
Makes it really easy with the second Armor Smith pickup to play the first one over the Fire Racks. worst thing for me here is abusive number 2. It's not even that bad. Because if he abusive number 2s me, and then I play a second armor smith again, then he has 3 mana, he can hover me or something. That's the way he can get really far ahead in the early game. Now I don't think it's possible for him to get ahead early. Because they play Juggler, just trade and then Axe, so. This is really scary. 2 and 1.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
Strike!
Fred, you're it. Thanks for subbing. Welcome to the StrifeCro. Crowfist. Save the execute at this point. Maybe I need it for Hyman or something.
I'll show them all!
Strike!
I'm definitely not attacking into his face until these armor sets are gone.
I feel icky!
Strike! Strike!
I wonder.
Actually, if I was going to do this, it might have been slightly better to attack into the spotter, keep my armor smith alive.
To my side.
Get 2 card cycle from this acolyte. I should be able to execute this or something. I have so many choices. Let's go ahead and execute. Even with double shield slam and 1 execute, I still think executing is better against Face Hunter.
I'll show them! I'll show them all!
I don't think he'll be able to rush me down before Alex. Definitely not playing Geddon, so...
Ready to ride.
I'm trying to get a grasp of how greedy I can play here. If I armor up to 8... Can I die?
I wonder.
It's possible.
I wonder.
I bring life.
I don't think I should bash before Alex, because bash is way better after Alex. That's the one I'm saving. Yeah, I would have died. Quick shot. Kill command would have been 8 with hero power.
I will mourn your death.
I died to misdirect anyways, but I want to leave up this guy for misdirect. Just in case. Actually, wait, should I have double bash? Did I survive misdirect? Not really. I think if I got hit for 8 down, yeah, I would have still lost the game. It doesn't matter. Technically, I wouldn't be dead, but I just died of hero power, so.
Well played.
I will mourn your death.
I had a good start, but I missed my mid game, so I had like a start and an end. In fact, I never even put a minion, like no Shield Main, no Belcher, no Shredder, no Dr. Broom. I think that's why it got so close, because I had like a good start, and then I pretty much just had all removal spells and no minions. And he didn't really play any like removal is not great against Face Hunter, since all our minions mostly charge you. I had an abundance of extra removal that didn't really do anything.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
I actually like keeping Acolyte against Paladin and probably in Druid, but not against Mage. I don't know why. Mage almost seems like, yeah, they don't have enough 1 health minions, especially if it's Mech Mage. Armorsmith is a keep for sure, but I think it's better than Mulligan Acolyte against Mage. It's too slow against Manworm, Sorcerer Apprentice. And also if it's Mech Mage, it doesn't trade very well into Spire Tanks and Cogmasters and stuff.
Honor. Mage is fit.
If he's targeting, at least nothing can.
serve the Fire Lord.
Kind of a bad hand, but his opening wasn't too fast. Leaving on Flamewaker is really scary though. Okay. Can play Deathbite here. I think his hand's really late game, which is really scary for me since Warrior has to punish Mage for having a slow hand. Or else a big Mage hand beats a big like a Warrior hand late game. And you need to take over the mid game if they have, you know, Archmage and things like Ronin and stuff. That's painful. Definitely. I do need to take control of the board at least as soon as possible. The more time I give him, the more bad it is for me when he starts playing his Archmages and stuff. I'm gonna put him on the clock.
Honor. Major
I can take the hit.
Armor Smith's actually really good against boom bots.
The might of Dalaran
Uh-oh, here
has
it comes.
arrived.
Ooh, interesting.
I have no time for games.
right.
Okay, it's time. No, I'm so close.
I wonder.
The good thing is he can't suicide the Ronin, so at least not that I know of. I mean, I guess he can somehow, but costs him a lot if he wants to frostbolt his own guy or something. I need to stop this because of Archmage. With how slow his opening was, it seemed like his hand was, you know, boom, Ronin, Archmage heavy. I would definitely not be surprised to see fireballs and
Someday I'll be just like you.
Archmage.
Time runs out on me.
I am ready.
Oh, that's still a lot of stuff.
Strike!
That's not good. That's the worst one for me.
They are bend to my command. I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Okay, so he doesn't have Archmage in his hand.
I wonder.
Alright, it's Boom or Ysera.
I dream and the world turns.
This is 12 health, Boom has 9 health. So it's probably better even counting the armor up. 9, 11. At this point I can count this as taunt. Because of all the missiles. All the minions kind of have taunt. Crumbtastic, thanks for resubbing. Welcome to StrifeCro. Welcome back. Crowfist. I could kill him like 3 turns, maybe 2 turns, but I don't know if we'll get there. Could Alex him and Grom kill him next turn? Might not be worth it to play like that. In fact, I can't really play Alex.
I wonder. What now?
Okay, I'm running out of time. Not too sure about that move.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
He's already used both entities, so I don't really have to worry about mirror anymore.
Time runs out on me. I bring life. I bring rest.
I have probably lethal next. Okay, I have lethal next turn. Hopefully I don't die. I don't think so, but yeah, it's pretty much impossible.
Someday I'll be just like you.
good minions absorbing these damages. Okay, I don't have lethal anymore. This is 15 damage.
I am ready.
I can wait no longer.
Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. And then after, let's see. Probably continue playing this deck. Seems to work really good. I think I like controller and handlock for control decks right now. They're the two control decks that beat Patron still. It feels so bad to lose a Patron right now before the patch. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. just gonna continue control warring it up. I was thinking of playing some mid-range paladin because there's a lot of aggro druid. I think mid-range paladin's pretty good against that, but not sure. It's almost just inconsistent against the aggro. It really depends on having the chows and stuff, so... I just never seem to get enough chows against aggro. Actually, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna play mid-range paladin after this. I want to try something. I'm gonna put back in Harrison. I don't know why I took Harrison out in mid-range paladin. It's not even a counter, just for countering patron. I think I have like the perfect list. Not happy with the show rates. Thanks for hosting me, show. I'm pretty happy. I don't know what Yada is though. That's why people are spamming Yada. Alright, I feel like this is gonna be a hard game. At least I get Sarah. I don't know if it's good or bad. In your opening hand, I do have a good curve. I think one of the ways that you actually beat mid-range paladin is control warriors Ysera. Do you think Acolytes hurt in Priest and Warrior matchup? I certainly think they hurt in Warrior matchup. I haven't really fought enough Priests to know. I don't know if that matters though. To drop, you know, if you want to just beat other control warriors, you wouldn't use anything like Armor Shift or Acolyte, but then you'd never win against other things. Like you just have a whole deck full of Sneeds, old Treaders, and Cairns. If all you want to beat is control warriors. In fact, if all you want to beat is control warrior, you should be playing mid-range paladin, not control warrior. This deck I don't like second brawl. I've seen second brawl with double Death Lord warriors, where you kind of need them to support Death Lord. Wow, that makes it hard for me.
Strike.
I was thinking this is pretty easy. Just go ahead and you know, attack here. Deathbite next turn. This way I get to keep up on the dudes. I can use this as a dude slayer. I can play around Blessing Kings. But with the Shredder, I might change my mind. How bad is it if you Blessing Kings? It's pretty bad if I get Blessing Kings.
What now?
Oh, I'm greeting it up. Because if you Shredders, I can use this weapon still and play my own Shredder. I think only half of the mid-range paladins are even using Blessed Kings. I personally don't use Blessed Kings to my mid-range paladin because I like to play a more reactive control style, but there's more aggressive styles of mid-range paladin. does beat 4 soldiers. Okay, the question is, do I attack first before attacking here? The only thing I'd really get punished by not attacking first, like any taunt punishes me, so I guess I should. The only one that I really want to attack is the 4-1 pirate, I think. That's not enough. I'm gonna play my shredder first too. Oh yeah, whatever. I guess I missed 1 armor, but that's not a big deal. I think the cards have predicted DC play for top 10 TGT. It's only the Shaman ones. I thought Shaman was going to be stronger, but I think that was mostly because of Mysterious Challenger,
Put this apple on your head.
Secret Paladin being so good. Because what the thing that keeps Shaman down the most is Secret Paladin, so, or any Paladin. I'm not sure otherwise. Okay, well, I can probably Death Bite if he quartermasters, I'll brawl, otherwise I'll roll in next turn. It's not actually that bad, the light wall. It's actually a decent unit. I think it's good this situation because I'm gonna, like, my moves next turn are really telegraphed, like really obvious. So I either just kill his whole board anyways with my weapon, or I brawl, right? So it doesn't really matter what I get. And one with, like, that effectively healed me for 8, 5 health there, and 8 for the healed me for 3 last turn. So it's not generally good to get light roll, but in that situation it was really good. The only thing that would be better is something like Han Creeper, maybe, just because that's so hard for him to kill. Okay.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Brace for impact.
No. Got punished by not trading for the boombot, maybe. If I trade for the boombot, less chance that I would get cleared. Maybe it was important, actually, because the weapon was perfect with the boombot for him to kill my big game hunter, too. Damage is definitely relevant with this hand, though. Grom and Ysera. Especially Grom.
Shields up. Red alert.
Reporting for duty.
I'm gonna play on Quartermaster, killing my Dr. Boom here. I really don't want to brawl next turn. I want to keep the tempo up and be able to play Sarah. I want to be as strong as possible on board before Sarah. Although being too strong when I play a Sarah is too weak to equality, so we'll see. I have a lot of options still. Like, I don't have to Sarah. I can kill him with Grom next turn as well.
Let me think.
Alright, hopefully there's no Ysera, or no equality number 2. Wow, nice. Ysera Awakens, that's what I want to see. It gives me lethal with Grom, and it's such a good card in general.
Put your faith in the light.
Dream actually would have been
Reporting
better.
for duty.
Wait, I still have lethal. Oh no, wait, I don't have lethal.
I wonder.
1 damage away from killing this.
I must choose.
I just want to keep the tempo up. I don't want to give him a board, because with the board he can do a lot, like equality or quartermaster. Not the greatest Ysera Awakens value-wise, but I'm playing a tempo game right now. He's dead. Hack into it. Grom plus Flake and Shield. So I don't know what that means.
I can wait. Taste well played.
Grom and Ysera Awakens cost 10 mana, guys. You can't do anything if you're playing Grom Ysera Awakens. You can't Shield Slam and Grom Ysera Awakens.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I will crush you!
I'm gonna keep the Shredder against Warrior.
I will crush you! I will crush you!
Honor, made to fit.
Let's get some tempo going here. This coin is worth a lot of damage, I think. I can't really give a super good estimate, but probably like 5 damage against a Deathbite, at least. Over playing it next turn and letting him Deathbite Armsmith first. If this is a value matchup, then it doesn't really matter in the long run.
Strike.
Although it could give me tempo in the mid game with the coin. That would matter a lot. With this hand, I can't really afford to get Harrison. But if I Death by here, I get Harrison. Normally in the mirror, it's not that good. The Harrison Jones, but I definitely can't afford it right now. Oh, I'm so surprised he didn't attack. Opens himself straight up to this.
Let's get physical.
He's going for the Fatigue Warrior. That might be a counter to my deck. I don't know. We'll see. Because Deathlord means that I cycle more than him. That's basically the reason why, I guess. If he keeps up with Slam, though, could be okay. Actually, it's whatever. It's certainly not a hard counter.
Welcome to Strife's tournament, champion.
Uncut Roll, thanks for subbing. Welcome to the Strife Crew. Crowfist. I'm actually gonna run him over. My hand is too good for trying to run him over.
Strike.
I'm not gonna go for the Dr. Boom trick, playing Boom into a board to play around Brawl. I'm just gonna... I mean, Deathlord decks probably run double Brawl too, so it's like super bad to do this in it. But I have a Grom into Ysera.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Paladin Pal 93, thanks for subbing. Welcome to the Strife Crew. Crowfist. So he doesn't have Execute right now. It's really good news for me for my Ysera. I'm gonna kill this to protect Ysera. Maybe with a 3 damage you can get Shield Slam enough to kill it. It's certainly not impossible. You can get around 7 armor fairly easily. Yeah, 7 plus 3 plus 3 is enough. Got a 2 elimination for match 92. Is the same enemy. This is the first time I played him. I don't think it's the same enemy. I've never played him before, at least today. That's a pretty good top deck. This time I'm just all in. I mean, ultimately I can deal with the stolen Ysera. I have removal for it, but I don't want to make it easy for him to steal it, so it's still good to play Belcher. And also threatening lethal as well with this play. No shield slam. $18 damage, 23 I'm off by 5. If only any of these were Ysera, Awakens, or the other one.
What now?
shall bring the rest.
I can activate Grom right now. I don't mind using my Deathbite weapon charge because I have Slam to activate for lethal. I think this is as good as a roll I'll get. I don't make enough progress with Slam Execute anyways. Not a huge threat. I'm just gonna still have an option of winning the Fatigue. He's actually half a card ahead of me. Maybe if you count Death Lord number 2, I'm half a card ahead of him.
I can take the hit.
He's already used Big Game Hunters. Alex is stronger than this, but he has mostly hard removal left, like Shield Slam and Execute. So at this point, I'm valuing my 8/8 more than the 5/5 since Big Game Hunter's gone. So I'd rather use this to bait out the Shield Slam or Execute and then play Alex still. I'm okay with him trading Belcher in plus a weapon or something. Don't really have a choice. I'm just gonna play Alex now.
I bring life.
Even though it's easy Shield Slam. Saying Basher is just the car. I feel like if he's a Fatigue Warrior, he has things like Heal Bot, so it's very easy for me to kill all his stuff, I think, right? He has less big stuff than me. And he won't even beat me in Fatigue. I think I'll win the Fatigue anyways.
I can take the hit.
Yeah. Maybe Bash Slam was better. I don't think so though, because I need stuff to activate Execute too. I don't have a trouble dealing with Ysera right now. It's actually a mistake for him to play minions, because my hand is kind of face up as a lot of removal, so... And eventually I'll have 10 cards and I'm forced to play stuff. I really don't like his decision to play Shield Maiden there. Not a big deal, because Bash doesn't really have targets other than face anyways, I think. Like, his deck probably has second Brawl anyways. But he's light on minions, his deck.
Welcome to the Grand
So-
Tournament, champion.
It's unfortunate. I'm not confident enough to play a big game hunter here. If I play Grom here, I'm losing 6 damage. I guess I don't have Void activated anyways.
My blade.
Maybe I should have nightmared it. Is that crazy? Yeah, because it's very likely I won't get in any more creature damage this game. I might leave that up until I draw my last minion. It's my last minion.
Some still fall. I'm almost out of cards.
He knows he doesn't need to remove one more, whatever. I mean, whatever. It's just, we'll see what happens. I have more life. I have more cards in my deck. I have more than enough removal too. I'm just hoping I don't need a slam to execute something.
Cards.
There is a point where... never mind, he still has an execute left. I was gonna say, there is a point where maybe you should play Big Game Hunter. Just for tempo to get that 4 damage. I guess at this point, it doesn't matter because he's the one that has to make up the first move. Nice. If he uses Rowan, yeah, I don't know. I still have more life than him, even after the Grom hit. Now I can. Also, he has to deal with this Big Game Hunter. This is a reason why you don't do this early sometimes, because now you have to deal with the minion, whereas if you save Grom till the last second, you don't have to deal with the minion. This is trying to make it in a way where... Yeah, it makes sense. Now, this is one thing I'm scared of. I'm about to punch this to execute it. Slamming it is worse.
What now? Ruptar Ogre!
I'm like playing this weapon here. It's really important for him to play this weapon actually. If he has Harrison in his deck, now he can't play Harrison as a 5/4.
Some still fall. Ruptar Ogre!
He should have a lot of minions left over. I should have gotten the nightmare damage. Oh my Grom. If he has Alex here, he wins the game. But he doesn't have Alex. What are his last cards? Execute? Probably Acolyte. Okay, yeah, if he didn't play Alex here, it's fine. Because he would have played it already. So I think I'll win based on me having more life and him one turn ahead in fatigue. Otherwise, I'm gonna YOLO these Acolytes to get in the last damage. I don't know what his cards are. I get punished if he does damage to it. Like, if I know his cards are exactly Execute, Brawl, you know, whatever, if that's something that doesn't do damage, then I could do it, but I would instantly lose the game if I played Acolyte. And he has damage to me. I could have Nightmared as removal, but it would have cost me more life to use Nightmare as removal compared to the ways I've done it. I hope I don't lose to a breakpoint. Like, technically I'm ahead in all aspects, but you know, sometimes the breakpoint can make it so you lose. I think it's possible. No, if you're ahead in every aspect, that's impossible actually. 31, I have 29. Or 28. Actually, no, we're not ahead in every aspect. Like, I might lose to a breakpoint. Oh, that's so tilting. I guess I should calculate. 12. Okay, so I'm taking 13, then 14. What's 13 plus 14? It's 27. Oh, perfect. I'll be at 28. So I have the perfect breakpoint to survive one more turn. Whereas for him, he's at 12. So is that 13 plus 14 is 27. Oh man, I think I lose. What? Wait. Armor takes damage. No. He has 3. No, I win. If I was gonna lose, I would have to YOLO these Acolytes. That's the card I would punish me for playing Acolytes. So I die next turn. But he's already dead, I think? It doesn't matter. Nice. Yeah, I definitely would have won if he didn't have the Gorhel too. That was a long game. Good thing is I calculated where I could kill a Death Lord without milling myself one more. I killed all the minions. No, I had no more minions in my deck.
Versus Garrosh!
Victory or death! I will crush you!
could have gotten 5 more damage to the Nightmare as a misplay, but it turned out that it was the breakpoint where it doesn't matter. He was the exact breakpoint to die perfectly that turn. It's unfortunate for him. Like, if he had 1 more life, he would have won.
Let the pain speak to me.
Hey, could, on the flip side, he could be patron. Then it'll be a quick game.
Armor made to fit.
Pain.
Some still funny.
Bring the pain.
Strike.
Some still funny.
I can take the hit.
So he's definitely not trying to draw cards. I drew 1 with Acolyte. Oh well. I don't have a fast hand to be able to overwhelm him. I don't have Ysera and stuff. We're not going to be able to cycle either. We're going to have to play the same style as him. Although I don't know if I can hang on, because I don't have that good removal. The interesting thing is though, I have to, right? Like I have to play like this, because if I don't have the minion curve to swarm him, it doesn't matter if I don't have good enough removal. I just have to risk it, because I win 0% of the time. Like if you don't have good enough removal, you just gotta hope that that you can deal with all their stuff anyways, because if you go all in cycling, you're going to lose anyways unless you can run them over. And it's not the removal that counts for that. It's the pressure, so...
Welcome to the Grand Tournament.
Start armor
champion.
tanking up. Can't really deal with a Shredder right now. It's hard. And these Belchers. Yeah, so what it means is you can only go all in drawing cards if you have a curve, not for removal, basically. Because you lose anyways, even if you get the removal. Okay. Not the greatest use of brawl, but what we'll have to do. I don't even know.
I dream and the world trembles.
So if I shield block, execute, I can mill him a
What
card.
now?
But the thing about milling him a card is it doesn't actually move his deck down, so I still lose the fatigue. And also the good thing is, if I bloat his hand with a shield block, he can't ever play the
What
shield block.
now?
I don't have the, yeah, let's go for it. I need a cycle anyways.
I must choose.
Two losers. Oh yes! Just a car. That's worth.
Well played. What now?
Worth it. I take one card down for a just car.
Is there trouble?
Armor made to fit.
Okay, so this is his Ysera card. He still has 8 here. Not worth it. Actually, I'm gonna do some cool stuff here.
I can wait. Taste my
Hopefully he doesn't have Big Game Hunter, but if he executes, I could execute. For me, I need the cards right now. Because I'm on the high life. He's like the one kind of all in, because I have... I mean, I technically drew one more card than him, but that doesn't make up for the fact he lost Just Card and I have 20 more life than him. So he's kind of all in on me, but I don't have the hand size to deal with everything. I could use extra executes and stuff. If he brawls, I get a brawl, so...
I've got the beast in
Aw.
my stomach. Excuse me.
I'd be really comfortable with this game if I picked up a Shield Slam or something. Or a Death Bite. Because there's not that... I have Initiative on board too, so I have Tempo as well. He's gonna
I
have to
have
cast
no
spells
time
here.
for
Oh,
games.
oh, never mind.
I wonder.
Oh, this is hard.
What now?
I like in this matchup if you can donate the Miraculate of Pain on Solanas, because it draws him more cards, but it was too hard. I couldn't figure out a way to do that. Got pretty lucky there with the boom bot. Killed the best target. Since if I had tried both boom bots, it's easier for him to steal my Dr. Boom. Now there's, you know, say he has Fire War Axe, trades in because he might steal the boom bot. Although at that point it's just 7-2, so wow, he's going all in. Okay, so he's all in. He also, I donate him the shield block with the Lore Walker, so like it takes slot in your hand too. You know, he might have to play it. Or yeah, it's like takes up that 10 card limit. So he's definitely all in now with the Just card. I think he realizes that he's all in. I should probably use this shield block for cycling. Because I would have won the fatigue anyways at 12 versus 13. Because he lost his Just card. So I'm the one, he's the one that's all in. What does that mean? I could try to donate him the Acolyte here. And if I fail big game 100, that's so inefficient though. And plus I'm missing 7 damage. I won't really cast another spell, I think. Even though I could execute, technically. I need these removals. If I got a spell that I could cast, I don't really even know what I would cast after the shield block to mill him, because I don't see any spells I would. He's all in anyways. It doesn't really matter to mill him or anything anymore. I'm like 50 life ahead. Plus he doesn't have Justicar, so it counts for 2 cards in the Fatigue War because my up is better by 2. So he's at like 9 here instead of 11. If you count the tank up as being +2. Yeah, let's give him the Dr. Boom. If he trades, I'll get him. Maybe I can big game. I do need to save execute for your... Actually, he's using Sarah, huh? I don't know. I just need to execute for something. I don't have any spells.
I must choose.
The Slow Walker Cho really is hurting him a lot. Oh my god. So epic. I got him. I can just mill him now by playing my own shield block, and it's so good for me that you play shield block because I'm the one that needs to top deck removal, and these shield blocks give me enough cycle to get my removal, and there's no expense of using these shield blocks anymore. Because he's, you know, making himself lower on cards. There we go, he's at 10.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Armor.
I don't have a brawl anymore. If I had a brawl, maybe save the armor stuff. Oh. This is the X factor now. Maybe if he mills me something, I should maybe even kill a Lore Walker soon, because I have this game under control. I could just kill a Lore Walker and guarantee the win. Yeah, this card's a pretty big X factor. When I get an opportunity, maybe. Just going so all in. I don't really know what I even need. Hope I don't lose a big minion, but at this point, since he's donating me so many spells, I could just kill all, I don't even need minions in this game, since I could just kill all his minions, and then just armor up. There's different concepts of going all in, right? What I mean by him going all in is, he goes all in by... Yeah, there's different ways you go all in. And Warrior Mirror, one of the ways you go all in is playing all your acolytes and shield blocks for draw. Because it puts them all in effectively the same. He couldn't take it anymore. It's like, I'm out of here.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
My win streak doesn't climb, so 50-50. 50-50 you just draw up in Legend. I actually think it might not even be correct to play Acolyte in turn 3 and Warrior Mirror the more I think about it. Because the way you beat Acolyte in turn... Like, the way you, if you just draw 1 or 2 card cycle, you're still all in against on that cycle 0. And by keeping Acolyte in your open hand, you force yourself to draw Acolyte. It's good if Acolyte's later in the game when it's more stable. That's unfortunate. I'll probably be bashing next turn. I just want to work on these images with my weapon too. I could have coined bash and played Acolyte. I think that's too slow. Acolyte doesn't do anything, right? Against mirror images. Anyways, this is good because I drew a Death Bite. Now I got through the images and now I have a Death Bite still. How important is my coin? Because Shield Slam, coin, Death Bite is pretty good. Or I don't even need a coin Death Bite.
What now?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna Shield Slam. I do have a main Shield Slam for later. But whatever, I'm gonna just Shield Slam this. I'll probably play the Shredder after.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if that's good or bad for me. Oh, certainly not good, but it might be better than getting a 1-1 still. I guess it's not good as in, obviously it's not good, but it probably is better than a Novice Engineer still. Lower Walker Cho would have been good against Warrior or Mage. They rely a lot on spells. He almost could have killed the Lower Walker just by attacking though.
Bring the pain.
With 2 executes, it becomes a very easy decision here to use one. I'm definitely using the Acolyte over... I need the Doll immediately probably, and also Armor Smith is really good with Belcher.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I have no time for games.
He can't even fireball my Sylvanas because it'll still steal the Shredder's second half. This is super good for me to drop Sylvanas here.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Mirror? Oh, okay. I will steal the minion, although that doesn't even matter. The minion. Oh wait, the minion I steal won't die again. Yeah, it takes too long to get through. Otherwise, I'm gonna just go for it. Wait. It's certainly good. But let's see if I have a better move. Shieldman and Armorsmith attack into the mirror entity. How good is that move? Yeah, it's not as good, I think.
Let none survive.
He doesn't have the hand size for Archmage to be super good.
I'll show them all!
You're looking at me.
Made to fit. Armor made to fit.
The big thing that made me play this over the Execute was, or over the Shield main after the Deathbite, was I have Execute and Acolyte for the Swirlwind effect.
You require my assistance?
Yeah, he doesn't have any more mirror images. I was thinking, what if he frees my face and mirror image? That'd be bad. Hopefully he can't wreck me somehow. Freeze face, but I still have an Acolyte. Or Armorsmith.
I wonder.
Alright, this is fun. 2 fireballs, but he's nothing. 2 fireballs with no support, and I have a lot of life. It's over, I think. I don't care about the I'm wasting some damage by attacking face instead of playing Alex first. But if I Alex first, it go to 7. It's really bad anyways because fireballs. I'm just gonna play this.
Let the pain speak to me.
I can take the hit.
Plus, I can win the long game. I don't need to pressure his life. I lose a card draw if I don't play Acolyte this turn.
serve the Fire Lord.
It's not gonna go that well for him, probably. Nice. It's a good one.
Well played.
I don't know why, but I should have just grown. But like, I got lucky with my draw there. In order for me to have a good move, I should have just Grom the Flame Waker. I don't know why I started slamming it first.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Tank Up is actually not that great against aggro. Tank Up is really good in control mirrors. It's actually really weird, but it makes you have like you beat every other control deck because of Tank Up. Like Priest, for example, is like a joke now. Whereas Priest used to be kind of Priest favored, controlled Priest favored, because they have mind control effects. So your only way to win as a warrior before was to Alex them and Grom right after, and hope that you kill them before they heal up too much, because they'll win the value game. But now with extra bash slam, yeah, it's extra removal. You can just kill everything. You can tank up through any control deck. Against mid range, it's really good, like Druid as well. But against aggro, I don't know about that. That's unfortunate for him. It's a freeze mage. Yeah, hopefully, it's a freeze mage. I'm just gonna play safe and not tempo BGH here. Because, it might be Echo Giants. Oh, against Echo Giants. No, forget it. I mean, that's too complicated. But against Echo Giants, you're just supposed to never attack them. And then you win. So you don't even have to play around molds. But I don't want to not attack Freeze Mage forever.
I'll show them all.
Which secret is better? I just want to be complete in this game. So say this is barrier, I could attack first and give him another barrier instead of block. But do I want to do that? Or do I want to guarantee that he gets an ice block?
What now?
Barrier is better than... Not sure, it's like the same. So it was barrier. Okay, so if it's barrier, that means he's a real freeze mage and not Echo Giants. Echo Giants doesn't use barrier. I don't even think Echo Giants use loot hoarder, since it's a weird duplicate target. Alright, this should be easy for... I'll probably play faster from here on. I just don't want to make a mistake. This guy's annoying. I guess since he has a ping, it's not that bad for him.
Weapons ready.
I'm just attacking with Death Spite. This matchup doesn't come down to, you don't have enough removal to kill their minions. It's better just to set it up for a,
Weapons ready.
Ooh. He's running Duplicate. Okay, this is actually gonna be maybe a hard game. Is it Duplicate Freeze Mage or Echo Giants? I don't think I'm gonna stop attacking him.
I wonder.
Because I also have Ysera, which wins me the game. He could be a Freeze Mage. Running Duplicate Malygos instead of Power Blast.
I wonder.
I guess Freeze Mage I want to rush down.
Time runs out on me. What to do? What to do?
He needs to use cards. This is what that's for. Emperor. Oh, okay. That's good. I was like, that'd be sad for me. Because he needed to use these cards so he could have room for duplicate Emperors. That's what I was thinking, at least.
Weapons ready. Weapons ready.
I don't want my board to be so weak. One of the big things about fighting Freeze Mage is you're pressuring them on 2 fronts, armor and life. If you just armor up every turn, you're not really getting anywhere. Like, if they can just Fire Blast you every turn. Okay, I think it's Freeze Mage, not Echo Giants. Fireball as well.
We hunger for vengeance.
If I duplicate that, it's fine. Of course that's fine, that's really good for me actually. It doesn't help with this value game to get more blood
My hand's
mages.
too full.
Right.
Whoops. Whoops.
The end is coming!
Well played.
I don't even need armor. I can armor up as an emergency later on with Bash and armor. Maybe if a top deck Justicar. He's already used Alex gone, double Frostbolt gone, Firebolt gone, so he can't even kill me.
The end is coming!
I do need to save some removal, right? I could at least Bash. He's already used double Frost Nova. Yeah, that's fine. Because he hasn't put Emperor yet, he'll never be able to Archmage Frost Nova anyways, so I don't really need removal for Archmage if I can protect this board, since I can just trade my Dr. Boom into Archmage. So yeah, I will be killing Doomsayer if I can. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Got a bathroom.